Welcome back to another episode of. Sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Just go ahead. I didn't know you were gonna start that soon. My bad.
Go ahead. You can go ahead. Finish it. Finish.
Welcome back to another episode of PWC. I am your girl Tutu. We are back with another banger, and I have my lovely co-hosts and guests of all time joining us today. If you guys are new, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like, that notification. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you also follow us on Instagram, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And this is brought to you by SITM Podcast, y'all. So make sure y'all check that out. I'm here with my good people. Ashley, hey girl, hey. I am here with my other good sis T. What's up? How are you guys doing?
Great.
Oh, great. No. Tati, I'm here with my good sis Tati. Hey Tati, welcome back.
Hey. Hi guys, I'm happy to be back.
All right, and then I can't forget about the fellas, my brothers here. All right, so we have the one and only MCJB. Ooh. And then we have Aziz in the maid. Oh, did I say that right? Then I have Chef T. We have Tyler in the building. And last but not least, we have Uncle AK. I said Uncle, okay. Uncle AK. We're about to get into it. It's about to be a banger episode, so stay tuned.
Yeah. Ashley, you're looking so wonderful, girl. What's going on?
I like that.
No,
every day.
Yeah. I can.
And then you got Ashley too is another one to encouraging in us as well.
Yeah, that's it. The human body has 300 something bones, right?
Excuse me?
The human body has like about 300 and something bones, right? BONES. Okay. I think I can count 7 of yours right now.
My body, I do. I enjoy my body. I'm happy with my skin.
Yeah, if you have a sexy collarbone.
And there was something about a woman who has that. Do you know what to say about women who got that?
No. What do they say?
She's a freak girl.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they say. I don't know where he gets his things from.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. I know last time you were fact checking me.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, and you were fact checking me last time. I was like, that's cool. I was giving you a data about the fastest growing economy, but you're showing me the growing economy. So that's all right. At least when I start sounding this way and I hear the guy who brought you here saying pom 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 pom, I just feel like he doesn't learn. He keeps doing the same thing every time. He comes at me every time for no reason. But guess what? Yeah.
It's all love, bro. Baby? It's all love, man. Come to Maryland so you receive more love, man. I didn't catch you last time, so
you guys don't miss out. So much traffic. Can't come there.
Really?
So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have what you call it? Did y'all see so who tuned into our in-laws today, our cousins, our wedding today? Chavito. Who tuned in? Woo!
I saw that.
Yeah,
no.
I thought that he was married already.
I thought they were married too, but I
believe they didn't do the whole ceremony.
So they're actually married. Married, but they did the the tradition
ceremony. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys rooting for Davido?
What's wrong?
I'm just asking because about 8 months ago, you guys are the ones slandering him for.
Who's you guys? Be specific.
The internet, and I talked about that too on this platform.
Slandering him about what?
The cheating and the baby mamas everywhere and stuff, right? Because he's a superstar now, we have to glorify him, right?
We didn't say that.
Double standards. We
didn't say that.
Who? Your cousin? You just call him cousin.
No.
Right?
No.
What did you call him?
She said no.
I said who watched our online cousins. I know what I said. I said who. That doesn't mean I'm glorifying. No, I just said who watched our online cousins' wedding. That's what I said.
So he's our cousin, right?
It's play cousin. Obviously, that's not my cousin, but
okay.
That doesn't mean I'm going to find him.
Okay.
Fellow African brother.
So what do you think
sister.
about? What do you think about it? What do you think about the wedding?
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be bigger than what it was. For real, I'm not gonna hold you. I thought it was gonna be like top notch, like over the top. It was given kind of like, you know what? I can't really talk because out of my tax bracket, so I really can't even talk. But I really thought it was about to be like top notch, like glitz and glams, like all this stuff. But I was just like, oh, okay.
Why does it have to be top notch?
The way they were hyping it up, it was making it seem like it said, like, damn, this is the wedding of the century, da 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 da, all this other stuff. Like they've been promoting this wedding since I was in the womb. So I'm thinking that today, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna see like all this, like
you don't sound happy about it. You sound you don't sound happy. You sound like maybe it's
Like
was too hype, but you didn't get what you
something
wanted.
that she
Right?
it's not that I'm not happy about it. You asked me what I thought about it. I'm giving you now my opinion. So which one do you want now? So at the end of the day,
So if you had to, okay, let's say for example, you had to do it different, like you said, hype, big, grand, whatever. If you had to do something different, what would it be?
The venue.
yeah, I think it was the venue. The venue was given very like y'all that's in Maryland. Do y'all know Hampton Conference Center?
Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
Legendary.
It's given Hampton Conference Center. That's what it's given, and it's just like I don't know. It was kind of small, but like it was.
Private
I don't know. I
wedding?
just like it was very chaotic. It was just very like everywhere. I don't know. It was given very much.
6.5. 6.5 is what I rated it.
Yeah, like it was. I feel like it was. I don't know what it was missing.
Alami Day
just
popping up. That didn't add any
something.
spice to it. Surprise artist.
I didn't even see that lemonade popped up. You see, it was just so much commotion going on.
I don't know. The outfits were dope though. I mean, his outfit was.
Oh yeah, they look.
Yeah, they were dope.
So you look at weddings from the eye of a bystander or a guest, but as an MC, let me tell you something. When you plan so much, putting things like that together, well, almost everyone is a celebrity. They're not gonna. They don't want to hear you tell them stop making noise and do all these kind of things. They are happy. They want to see this person. Some of them are taking it like reconciliation grounds. Okay, how many of you go to a wedding and you actually focus on what is happening? I just feel like this is not something for us to even talk about it because we were criticizing these guys some few months ago, sleeping around the whole world with ladies from France, the US, and strippers and everything. And today we are glorifying the same guy. Oh, wait, come on, man. Let's just talk to the little girls like who are out there aspiring to get married to understand that as an African man. Okay, they're doing an African wedding. Okay, your wedding should be something that you and your family you come together and they give and take. Okay, all this pomp and pageantry, flamboyant stuff, and all these things. Please, if I have to get married tomorrow, I'm not going to spend $20,000 for a wedding. So, trying to see a wonderful building, well dressed, people being so directed. Those are all celebrities. Who's going to follow? So I just feel like they're getting married. I'm happy for them getting married. Shoma, I don't know why she's marrying that dude. But as an MC, I understand about the chaos in that building. Because we all know what's going to happen 2-3 months from now. She's going to cheat again. So now we go back to...
though? Yeah. We give him the benefit of the doubt, though.
Right.
Where?
My man wrote his wrongs. We going to write him off again so quick?
Exactly. Like...
I mean, everybody has fallen here. Can we let my brother get up and let's wait till he fall if he doesn't fall?
I wonder if this is like an ego battle that he's doing with WizKid too. I often look at it sometimes as that, like, oh, this is like egotistical for him. Like he's just doing it out of ego. It's not something that's like sacred.
Nah. Compared to WizKid, I don't think he's getting married anytime soon. So I don't think in that regard. But yeah.
Him and his wife, they're not married?
Nah. WizKid just got baby mamas, man. This guy not married.
The light skinned lady? I thought she was married to him.
Wasn't she like his what was she? She was like his something. She worked for him, and then all of a sudden she got pregnant or something like that. Yeah.
So T, did you? Oh, T is not even talking. Did you guys even know that before this wedding, he actually filed for child to claim the daughter?
With the Sophia girl?
Yeah, Davido, he did that.
The Sophie girl?
Full custody. He wants full custody, right? So why are you trying to get full custody all of a sudden? Because your wife wants your daughter to come home fully, no baby mama drama. Because when you go to pick her up, you can end up spending the night over there.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Symbolic.
Supposedly they were saying something like how like he's saying that she's denying him to like see the kid because he won't like she won't let him smash or something like that. So that's what he's claiming. She's not allowing him to see the child, but that's not really what it is or something like that. But I don't know. That man got a
He's
lot
not
of
allowing
issues.
him to smash, so that's why he's being petty.
Yeah,
And
so
stuff.
like he's claiming that the baby mom won't allow him to see their daughter, but she's saying like, nah, like you every time you try to come see your child, you always trying to be on some like I'm trying to fuck type stuff. So it's like, don't try to sit here and change the narrative. Yeah.
Interesting.
I believe her.
Hey, I've heard of that before. So
The only thing I like
That's
about
it.
that, the only thing I like about that marriage is that as I'm happy that he grew up in the US, the video, and he's getting married to a woman who cannot get into. You guys know Chuma cannot come to the US until about after 10 years, right?
Is that
She's already in
true?
the US. Is she not in the US or she's in the UK?
Nah, she can come to the US still after about 10 years. Okay, so you get married to a woman who is a Nigerian woman. I applaud you so much for that. You understand? I applaud you, and you're doing your Yoruba traditional marriage. I really applaud you for that. And the fact that the woman also understood that you guys lost a son, now you have twins. At least that's a good thing for you to be with the same dude. Even if tomorrow you want to have more kids with the same guy and you want to go separate and stuff. So I really, really support and I like that about Shuma. But now when it comes to Davido, I'm also happy that he's teaching young African men too that no matter what you do out there, try to lock it down. At least get a woman,
It's so
stay at home.
much. Wow.
Yeah,
I just
but
think that women have to
Strong
suffer
girlfriend.
so much beforehand. Like, just have to suffer and endure so much before they finally get to this
It's a
stage.
strong girlfriend.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's strong.
She's a strong girlfriend.
But I was about to say, JB, he's a U.S. citizen, so I don't think she would have to wait 10 years if she wants to come.
So far not to.
no, he is, but she's not. I think she.
Yeah, but I'm
overstayed
saying
the visa
he can easily file for her. It don't take 10 years.
No, it's not gonna be.
But aren't the kids American too?
A lot of artists that no.
Yeah, I think
A
the
lot of
kids were
artists
born.
No, the twins were not born here. Choma is based in the UK, and she's always UK Nigeria, but US no, she can't come to the US like that. Unless there was maybe they did push some
Just gotta
buttons.
file for her. That's all.
Yeah, because she actually, I think she overstayed her visit or something, then got into anyway.
Lawyer Dio.
but
Don't go fight for her. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Lawyer
File for his wife. They're married now, so don't worry.
No, it will not take that. It will still take you time.
Blue passport
as
loaded.
long as you had the blue passport or the green one. You had the green one, not the blue one. Yeah, it's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Okay, man, start the show.
Man, listen, man. Don't worry. I'll come and start at the end when we get to
The show been started.
Right.
Hey, for real?
The show been started. Yeah, we been started.
Wow.
You're just catching up.
You're just catching on. Oh wait. So you said something I was supposed to say that you said.
Oh, he thought all the time we were just talking.
Don't mind.
Y'all, let me tell y'all about this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say, staying on the kid matter. There's a social media clip about the mother that was defending her child. Let me see if I can play the clip.
That's messing with my daughter. She's a girl. Y'all are boys, okay? If y'all bully my daughter, if you look at her the wrong way, if you breathe the wrong way, send your mom to me. Sisters, aunts, anybody over 18, I'll fuck them all up. Do you understand me? Leave my daughter alone, and I'm not going to say it again. But if I have to go to every class, I'll do that. And I'm letting you know right now, any mom, any sister can catch these hands, okay? That's
Period.
how pissed I am. Y'all gonna leave her alone. I mean, no messages online, don't post nothing about her. None of that. None of that. Y'all don't know me. Y'all think y'all bullies? I'm the big bully, okay? Let that be known and understand that. Leave my daughter alone, and I mean it. And if I have to come up here again, it's gonna be problems. She's a girl, she can't handle that. If y'all are boys, if y'all was girls, I'd tell her to meet you after school and handle it outside like a real one. But since you guys are boys and she can't do anything, tell your moms, tell your sisters, tell your aunties, cousins, whoever. As long as they're over 18, we can handle it any day.
So yeah, I believe that was middle school, if I'm not mistaken. Mom came to the school and daughter being mistreated, and she pulled up and was like, "I ain't playing no games. Y'all better back down." I mean, I understand, man. I feel like bullying now these days is to a whole nother level than what it was when we were younger or in the years past. So her defending her child, I mean, especially the fact that it's boys too, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, she had to put her foot down. But I don't know if y'all heard about the story, but
Hold on. I got here as this take to this one because he had a different take to the last time we posted the one for the dude. So as this, heard that, please let's hear your take to this real quick.
So I need some context. So when you say bullying the girl, right? How many dudes? How old are they? What's the context of this? Like
it's
how
in
they
middle
bullying?
school.
She's in middle school.
Yeah, I believe it's middle school. Yeah.
How are they bullying her? According to the mom, is it
Calling.
is it what kids do? Is what's going on?
I mean, most of the part, what kids do, if it's talking about her, sexualizing her, just treating her bad, calling her out her name.
I like that. She said something about posting online too.
Online, yeah.
Let me
think wisely about this one. Yeah, think wisely or
bashing the kid online. You know, we in a different age now, man. The Jones go to a whole nother level now. You can do AI, put somebody online, make them look worse than what they are, put them on a whole page where the whole school can now see it. And, you know, there's so many different things they can do then compared to just saying a Joan like we did back in the day.
Happening though? Or is this just a overzealous mom? Were they actually doing all those things that you described, or was?
I mean, her child clearly reported to the mom, you know, that things that were going on. So she came to the school to defend her and let her know, like.
That sounds like a mom that was fed up.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since they're boys. They're boys. Like if it's girls, I would be like, okay, like whatever. It's like this little catty little girl stuff type. But it's like boys. Boys are stronger than girls. They're like, you know, it's just different. Like it depends also what too. They could be saying like sexual things about her. They could be like making up rumors and stuff. So it does sound like she's just fed up and she's annoyed. So I mean, I agree with her and I support her. Like she said, call your little mama, call your aunties, call your sisters, call your cousins, call anybody at this point because I'm tired. Absolutely not. And I think what she did and how she went about it was better than. Because, you know, you have some parents that be like, what's up? Let's fight. You know, she tried to fight the kids or something like that. But it's the fact that she was like, no, like, call your family and let them know that this is the situation. Now, had she had brought it up to the other, like, you know, the kids' parents first, maybe then okay. Like, you know, they didn't have, then it didn't work out, then okay, boom. But I feel like that's maybe the only thing she probably should have done different. Maybe have a conversation with either like the school, but we don't know the full context. Yeah, with the parents. Or have a conversation. I always say, like, just have a conversation first. And if you have a conversation doesn't work, then hey, by all means,
yeah,
do what you got to do.
Imagine if it was your son. Imagine if it was your son and a grown adult. This is middle schoolers. Like, come on now. Imagine how you thought when you were in middle school. You joke, you laugh, you posting stuff online. Like, don't come and tell up to my son and talk to him like that, talking about you want to throw hands with his mom or his auntie or anybody that's over a certain age. I think she was out of line.
She did say disclaimer though, 18 and up. She said 18 and up.
But you should, yeah. But then imagine if he go get his, you know, rowdy auntie or mom or somebody, and then now y'all like,
because she with it. I mean, they're going to do it. It wouldn't be in school. I think it will be handled in a privately matter. She's like, yo, bring your people and we can handle this like adults.
But you're immediately resulting to violence. Like you're saying you want to fight, you want to throw hands. Like you're not trying to talk about it. Like I just feel like it's immature. It's no way you should come and tell my son that. First of all, I don't care what you should speak to his parents.
Just
speaking to him was out of line. Like you speak to him like you would want someone to speak to your daughter. Had you know the same thing happen. Like don't talk to my kid like that. I would have a problem.
Some people say home training it starts at the house. So she's probably already assuming like for you to be doing this to my daughter, they're clearly not doing something right at your house because there's no reason you would treat a young lady like this.
Assume.
Yeah. So she's just like, hey.
Kids can be influenced by anything. Kids are easily influenced. They can be hanging out with their friends that's doing this, and I taught you something different. And now that you're hanging out with your friends, you're doing what they're doing. Like you can't just assume like that's what's going on. So
we're blaming them just because they're kids. They get a free pass being influenced.
No, she's an adult. She's an adult. We're blaming the adult right now.
But I mean,
I think that she should have went to the principal, honestly, and then the phones. I didn't have phones in high school either. We didn't have phones. We weren't allowed to have phones. I think that's a big problem, and I think it's the school's problem. She should have went to the principal. And if they're sending kids to school, we need to know that they're safe. This is the school's problem. This is school.
So when you go to the school and the school don't do nothing, then what do you do afterwards?
If it's boys now, I gotta handle it. Let her father handle it. But I mean, at this point, you went to the school. You try to speak with the teachers. If that goes to they're not being responsive, then I would have her father step in. But outside of that, I don't see.
What difference would the dad do? They still little boys. The age gap is still there. You can't do anything different than the mom
Now I
would
want
do.
to speak man to man. Where's your father at, or where's your uncle at? Let's talk. But me going up into the school in the classroom and saying I'm gonna fight your auntie, your uncle, your cousins, it's ridiculous. It's
What is
ridiculous.
that going to even solve? Like, okay, she still has to go to school with them after I'm fighting your aunt and your mom and all that. What is it? What is it really solving at the end of the
They
day?
gonna know not to. They gonna know not to say that. Like, dang,
You think so?
mama, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do that again.
This is a little girl and boys. Like your mom fighting my auntie is not gonna solve anything. It's not gonna stop me from messing with you at school. Like,
But actually, you mentioned something about these kids are, I don't know. You said they pick up things as they go, right?
yeah,
Would it also be that attitude that picked it up from home?
yeah, that's a possibility. That's a
So
possibility.
you're not going to look
It's a
internally first.
possibility.
You're not going to look internally first to see if you've dotted all your I's and cut your T's. You're just going to look.
Yeah, I mean, of course you do that, but you can't just make the assumption. He basically said you assume that they got it from home. That doesn't mean I'm teaching him that. He could have picked it up from somewhere else. I can be teaching him the right way, and then there's outside influences as well. Of course, you look inward, I mean, but if you know you're doing the right thing and you're doing your best to try to teach them the right way, and they're picking up these things, I mean.
But they're you teaching them something, and then them picking up other things from you that you think they don't see, right?
You said that you think that they don't see?
Yeah, that they don't see, like attitudes at home, between they pick up all these different things, and
yeah,
they also project
a little boy bullying a little girl. So are you seeing your dad do it to me? Like, where would you pick that up from at home? Like, are you bullying your little sisters and maybe I'm not saying anything about it? Like, maybe that's a possibility. Yeah, you look inward, of course, but if I know I'm doing what I need to do on my end and then they're going to school and this is happening, like, you can't just automatically assume that I'm teaching them this at home and then react like that because you don't know. So you just went ahead and reacted before you even met me, before you even talked to me. You're going to my child that's in middle school and telling them that you want to fight me or anybody that's over 18 that's willing to fight you. Like, no.
And for the record, we don't know if she actually went to.
It's not right.
We don't know if she went to a higher authority before it got to that matter. It didn't say it in the post, so that's something.
You did. It's no reason you should go to a middle schooler and you're an adult. You're over 18, obviously, because you want to fight someone that's over 18. It's no reason. There's nothing you can tell me that would make it okay in my eyes that you went to my middle school son and told him that you want to fight anybody in my family that's a female that's over 18 years old. There's nothing to justify that. It's nothing.
Hey,
and then when me and you encounter each other, now I don't have any understanding. So it's like, we already getting off on the wrong foot. And how are we going to come to a conclusion and get these kids to be on the right track and not bullying each other if you're coming the way you're coming and telling me you want to fight?
Ashley sound like she's ready for that fight, y'all.
Okay, because we know not to mess with Ashley's kids.
They be traumatized in middle school, man. It'd be a lot that be going on.
Ashley's
no way, it's not right. There's no way she should have went to that little boy. Those boys she was out of line.
Right.
She was
the boys
out of line.
What you call it? Talking about the schools thing, right? Ashley, this your hometown girl, Louisiana. Okay, so yeah. Louisiana passed, they signed a bill or a law basically saying that the 10 commandments have to be in public school classrooms starting, I want to say they're giving them until January 1st of next year. So a lot of people it's a lot of negative and positive feedback. Like, yeah, we stand for it. And then there's some people that's like, nah, because at the end of the day, it's disrespectful to other religions. If you are going to if you're going to have the 10 commandments, then you need to be, if that's the case, then you need to sit here and put things that honor, Jewish people, Muslim people and things like that. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that, having the 10 commandments in and this is just public school classrooms. It's like a poster, like maybe like a big poster. They're gonna have it hung up in every classroom. What do y'all think about that? Yes or no? Do y'all think it's disrespectful to other religions?
You know, it'll be a fun thing to see who doesn't know at least one of the 10 commandments.
Thou shalt not steal.
Oh,
Before anybody come and expose me,
I should not kill.
Hey kids, I turn this into a Bible quiz. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
AK, your turn.
AKA lying. You should not be lying. Don't lie. It's not good.
Don't give false testimony against your neighbor.
See, I see you want to say something. Therese is like, I'm loading. I got it all.
He knows all the rest of them.
No, I'm just saying he just reworded what you just said.
Yeah.
That was the same one, right?
Okay, you should not steal.
They said that.
Yeah.
I am your God, only your God, no other God but me.
Wonderful.
That's the one.
That was
Thou
it.
shalt not commit adultery.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, I had to get mine out the way because y'all ain't about to embarrass me up in here. So let me just say my own now.
You should not be using God's name in vain. All that cussing and swearing, that's not good.
My bad.
That's not what using the Lord's vain is, but I'll let you have that.
Oh, please elaborate to them.
We're gonna go somewhere else. Cursing is just not calling the Lord's name in vain. That's all I just had to say.
Honor your father and your mother.
Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
I think somewhere in there it says no adultery.
Yeah, Tati said that.
Oh, okay.
I think we got all 10, right?
Who's taking notes?
Good job, y'all.
Did we try?
Did we get it right? Let's check with JB.
You got it. You guys did not just mention fornication, so I was wondering where does that come from?
Oh no, Tati mentioned it.
Adultery.
Fornication and adultery are the same things?
No.
So why are you saying that you mentioned adultery, fornication?
Fornication and adultery are in there.
Adultery is adultery. It's not fornication.
But I'm saying, did you guys mention fornication? So I'm asking, is it part of the commandments?
It's what you're doing when you're not married.
Exactly. So it's not part of the 10 Commandments. So you can commit fornication.
There are a lot of things that are not part of the 10 Commandments, but you shouldn't be doing.
Anyway, the 10 Commandments were just what Moses got from the mountain, Mount Sinai. Is it Mount Sinai? Then he brought with Aaron. So you have those 10 Commandments actually, but there were over 600 commandments. Because remember, the commandments were actually what they used, or the Israelites used after. Anyway, they used that to make sure that they were going away from God. They were using all those things. So they are the customs they had back in the days. So we have a lot more commandments who are not actually included in the 10 Commandments. So someone can argue that fornication was mentioned somewhere, but you will not find that amongst the 10 Commandments because there was no fornication back then. There was only adultery.
Covered.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think about it being required in the public school classrooms, and is it disrespectful?
Is it still required for them to do the Pledge of Allegiance, or that's not required anymore?
It's always required.
I don't know. Is it?
I thought that was only ROTC. You didn't do that in regular classes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They still do that? Oh wow.
Then that's my answer.
But I mean, I think it's one thing if it's up, it's another. They're actually like telling people they're enforcing it. Like, you guys got to go by this. So if they're just putting it up just to like put knowledge, hey, this is out there. But it's another thing if they're saying if you don't do this, then you're going to be punished. So I think that would be more wrong than if it's just up there. You know what I'm saying? If they're not enforcing it.
Why would
So America is a Christian nation.
Yes.
So they don't want Muslims here, I guess.
Right.
Somebody brought that up, and they
that's
said
why
they said
that's why you have a 10 Commandments in the school, which means you're limiting folks who are not Christians not to come to their church, right? Mm-hmm. So Jews cannot go there, Muslims cannot go there, pagans cannot go there, right? So automatically, why don't you just put your Ten Commandments in all mission schools or Catholic schools? Why are you linking the church
That's what I
and
was
the
about to
state
say. Yeah.
together? Why are you linking the church and the state? That's what has always brought problems till time immemorial. Why are you linking the state and the church, right? So those are the double standards about this country which we live in, even though none of us here are actually from here. But it's so crazy. Why are you having kids go through? And it's so crazy because not far from now, ladies will not be able to commit abortion in America. That's also part of that's what is going towards this. So ladies, all I think is you ladies need to stand, because men, we really don't vote that much. The female vote, it counts a lot. Start voting all these kind of people out of office, so we can go back to where we were about 20 years ago, because we are losing it. If you put in 10 commandments here, Muslims are not welcome in the state. My sister right here, Tati, is Muslim. Tutu, if you go deep with it, you have the roots. I, for one, I have the roots too.
So if some of these people are being voted, and you just mentioned that, women have to vote, won't you argue that some of these women are the ones voting for these people to be in power? Really?
It might be just white women.
Women don't. That's what I'm saying. Women don't vote. Women don't vote. Black women don't vote. Honestly.
What?
Well,
yeah, you don't vote. We don't.
Compared to other races, it's probably low.
Yeah, Caucasians vote more than us. Asians vote more than us. We don't vote. We really think like we don't have impact. Yeah. So it's time for us to sit up, and this is a year, election year. So if we can't fight against these kind of things, then what are we going to fight against? Instead, go to Utah. You have a lot more ladies voting out there because they don't want Mormons to have more than one woman.
Utah is something else.
No, they don't want to have. They don't want to have Mormons to have more than one woman, right? So they take those ones serious. Anything that has to do with a woman's credibility, they fight for those things. But things that don't really touch them that much, they don't care. Trust me, nobody cares about his religious views, but it goes a long way. You cannot pray in church. You can't pray in school no more on Fridays. If you have to go do your salad, you can't go do it. Oh man!
I think it's a step in the right direction. I think just because we have all the different religions, it's kind of hard to just bring the 10 Commandments in, and then there's all the other religions that's being left out. I think it was. I mean, all the school shootings, like that's the first thing people say, like, oh, we need to bring God back into the schools, but all these different people, they're serving different gods. So okay, we bring the 10 Commandments in, and then now the Muslims and all the other religions are being left out.
Because if you have the 10 Commandments, you better put the Al-Fatiha up in there or something, or you need to put parts of the Quran in there. I promise you that right now. At that point, if that's the situation, just like for the Jewish too, or whatever, you need to disrespect. So I mean, hey,
that's how Jews have their own school.
Well, yeah, that is true. You do have a point.
I mean, to me, I just see it as a distraction, because there are way better things to fight in the school system than having the 10 Commandments on the wall, right? The places they're trying to let teachers carry guns, and you're worried about the 10 Commandments on the wall in the school. They're teaching kids about LGBTQ and becoming rabbits and horses, and y'all are fighting. Now everybody's attention is on, oh, but what about the Muslims? Oh, what about the Jews? What about? It's a distraction. It just out of nowhere, all of a sudden they remember the 10 Commandments that they're not gonna enforce. Just put up an image that's a distraction, because they're about to swoop in and drop something that nobody's gonna see coming.
Yes.
Now everybody's fighting about something that doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
coming live from somewhere in Texas. Terrain, if I do you go, girl. I know that's right.
That's why we have just that those of us who can trace our roots, it's time for us to make so much money and build a house back home.
Back right.
Not move back home.
It's so crazy because one of the safest places on earth when it comes to nuclear energy is Minnesota. So I don't think I want to live here though. All this numerous,
all that nuclear energy. Don't let it go against you.
How is it
all the nuclear? Yeah, we have 10,000 lakes, bro. It's so easy. You can't even ask that question. I have a lake. I'm sitting here watching a lake behind my house. We have over 10,000 lakes. So how do you survive nuclear energy? Water.
You cannot swim though.
Water, which means all you got to go and do. There's a little pond by there. This one right here, I can swim inside. I can swim in there. I can stay alive. I can stay alive in there.
You can swim.
I can swim, but I'm not a trained swimmer.
Can y'all swim?
What?
Yeah, I can swim.
I can swim, but I'm not a trained swimmer.
I thought Flint is still suffering.
Sorry?
Michigan is supposed to be still suffering all these years after. Their water, you can't drink the tap water.
Flint, the Flint
Yeah,
water.
yeah. I wouldn't
Is
jump
that
in
still
clean water.
that's still going on?
Yeah, it is actually.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Mhm.
But they
Obama
have
was
they
there
have
and
they
they
have they
gave
have
him a
hard water,
big
so
bottle of
much hard
water and we're
water
like,
out
yo,
there.
this Flint.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You guys have so
man.
much hard water in Michigan. You have a whole lake, Lake Michigan, one of the biggest lakes in the world. Why don't you guys convert that to drinking water, man?
Facts, spring water, all these. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you
Greg's
guys
a,
have so much water out there.
Greg's the governor trying to kidnap him.
Oh, that lady.
Girl, Governor
You guys
Whitmer, no, for real.
you guys
though,
are like
seriously,
her. You
that's
guys are like her.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
That was
That was
crazy.
crazy times.
So not drifting a little bit that much. I was just saying that if you look at the way Africa is unfolding, that is actually modern land. And I was really blown up today. I was going to share this with Aziz earlier, but I was like, he's just going to be so retrosicana. He will not even listen to it because I really listened and watched a lot of the Black Jesus. I didn't really know that was real. I would say that I didn't even know it was something that Putin brought it up, and it's actually so real, you know. And when you see the Black Jesus, it's been painted with a white Jesus. So when you peel up that white Jesus, you have the actual image of what Christ was back then.
Yeah.
Then you go and then you open the Ethiopian Bible where it talks about 88 books. So I'm like, okay, this is actually where everything started. Even when you watch the year 2012, it shows that the whole world had this serious flood and everybody went back to Africa, right? So please, if you are in America, try a little bit to save some money and try to get a structure back home. Because truly, this is not our land, man. Truly.
You ain't never lied. You
What
ain't
about for
never
the ones
lied.
that are lost, JB? Where do they go?
No one is lost. Ghana has opened its
I
doors
think
to
Ghana,
people.
yeah, they're still accepting.
Ghana has opened its doors. South Africa is
Open their
doing the
doors.
same thing too. Yeah. Because
said what
when you,
country?
if tomorrow South Africa, if tomorrow if you get up and tell Caucasians in America to go back to their country, they will all know where they're going to. Why not? They're going to Ireland, Germany, UK,
Italy.
Yeah, but when you tell us,
England.
the black man will tell us, I'm going to Chicago. Why are they doing this to us? And we keep falling for it. Come on,
Southside.
let's go back home.
This guy.
Um,
Hold on, T.
Chirac.
Just along those lines, I wanted to ask, maybe Aziz, Tayo, you guys probably went through this. Before you got into college, I believe, or first year of college, you had to sign up for the selective service, right? Now they're making it automatic for anybody, 18 that gets into that age, you automatically sign up for the selective service. But also, too, they're proposing a bill to add women to that, too, as well. Once they turn 18, they become automatically selected, I guess. Signed up. How do you guys feel about that?
Which country is that?
Yeah.
That's our country. This country here. The country
No, ask him because it sounds like something to do in South Korea and
nah,
Israel.
bro. South Korea is not putting women in military force, bro.
they're actually doing it in South Korea too. Yeah.
South Korea and
Adding
Israel,
women?
bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they're
Don't
enforcing
they do that in Nigeria, your country, when you go through youth service?
Nah, that's different, bro. That's not military. That's just serving the country in a sense of like working, not actual military service.
Do they get military training while doing that youth service?
No, they don't. I mean, it's like a
You'll
camp.
come back
But
next.
no,
You can
it's not
tell me. You'll come back next. You can tell me. They get the training, true, bro.
It's not the training that you think, bro. Trust me. I know people that have gone through it. If you know what basic training is and what they do at youth service camp, it's nothing like that at all. They're not holding weapons. They're not giving them time limits to do. No, it's none of that.
Because even in my country, Cameroon, too, for you to become top, it's not compulsory. If you have to be like a governor, you have to be like a magistrate, then you have to go through that. You must be trained with arms. If you don't pass, you cannot become one. That thing is true. ENAM and EMIA, you need to get that training too. Yeah. Back to your question, AK. Is it so in the US, everyone who's 18 should do that for women, or where?
No, there's a bill right now that they're proposing that once a woman turns 18, she gets dragged into that selective service thing. But for the men, it's already in motion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Do you know when I was filling out my form to become a citizen some couple of months years ago, there was this number which I had to enter, which means when you get into America as an alien, they give you this number. If you don't use that number is stipulating that the United States can use you in case of any war at any time, and you cannot say no to that. So when I was filling out my form, it will not take me USCI.com. It will not take me through if I didn't put that number, indicating that I had affirmed that I was going to be part of the military. So all of us are coming into the country from other places. We already have that on us. We already have that through your I-94. Is it I-94?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Right. We already have that through I-94. So that's something that we should actually be aware of. So if you come here when you're not born here already, if there's any war, you are liable to join and fight.
I didn't even know that.
Now maybe if you filled your form there, you definitely have to fill that. Go ahead, AK.
I didn't know that. But I was going to also ask that. Okay, why is it that if in that case then you've already been selected, why is it that you still, say for example, you're looking for your papers, you cannot just go join the military to get your green card, and that like the process is still kind of shaky if they're already saying that, hey, if anything, they can use you. So why is it not easy for somebody without papers to just go join the military?
Because you don't have a green card, you don't have the status, so you're staying here under. America is your residence, it's not your domicile. You have a domicile of origin, domicile of choice. Where you're born is your domicile. Origin is where you go and you live. So those who come to America, they have domicile of origin, domicile of choice. Now, Ashley was born here, she has domicile of origin. I came here, I have domicile of choice. So if I come to the US without competence paper to become a citizen, all I'm getting is a resident permit. And I have to qualify to get the domicile so I can go ahead now and then become a US citizen. That's a lawyer talking to you, bro.
I don't think that's what he was trying to ask, though, JB. He was asking, like, if at the end of the day, you're still going to use me regardless of my status, why not just make that an option from the beginning? I think that's what he was asking.
Those coming to America through Mexico don't have that number that you're using. So they don't have it. So they have the resident permit. That's why I'm explaining that to you. They have the resident permit. With a resident permit, you cannot become part of the US military. Okay, so you need to have that number. When you have that number, it shows that, okay, this number, after 4 or 5 years, you can legally become a citizen. So if you stay here for the next 9 months, you go to the military, they will give your citizenship right away because they trust you. Public trust, right? But if you come here through Mexico, you will need to get the green card first, which means you've been given the domicile of choice that you can proceed now to join the military. So all those who come through Mexico or through other routes, you cannot be part of the US military if you don't have a green card.
But you do know that every immigrant, as long as you start getting processed in the immigration system, you end up with an alien registration number, right?
Yes.
Whether you came through on the ground or not. So that's the thing. It goes back to the same thing what AK was saying, right? If after 5 years or whatever, say you come through school or through the front door, you get here, you are liable to fight a war if they need you, whether or not you're the citizen, right? Whether or not you're a permanent resident. Is that what you said? If you have the alien number?
No, T, what I'm saying is this. Those who come to the US, those who come to the US as through student visas, right? You can come as a student. Then you can come and change your status, like, okay, there's war in my country. America will take you, they'll give you your I-20. You have your I-20 to get to the US, right? Once you get to the US, they treat you as a student, which means you can pay your fees. You go work 20 hours a week because you have to focus in school, or you can pay your fees. Now, if you want to change your status and become a permanent resident in America, you will need the number you have is different from my number. Once you mention those numbers are different. My number shows that yes, I've entered into the US through my biometry that I'm doing from the DMV or wherever I'm doing those things. Those things are setting me through a different route than you. So whoever comes here, you overstay your visit, you come through student and you change your status, all of them, they are just waiting for someone like Donald Trump to come back and be like, okay, we're sending you guys all back. Last week, Biden actually signed a law that is going to hold back 50,000 family members who cannot be sent back to their countries because they were long overdue in the US. So everyone has an alien number which is designated. And what AK is saying is, if you come in here and you're a permanent resident like myself and AK, we came here through family reunion. When you come through that route, the number you get is going to be adding towards you becoming a military guy once you get your green card. Where somebody who doesn't have a green card cannot be part of the American military. No way. They don't trust
Okay,
you.
now you just clarified it. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Because before it was like everyone with an alien number, because I know the alien categories vary. So that's why I was like, okay.
Cool.
Carry on.
So wait, I'm
done.
I don't think I am fully cleared yet. My
okay.
My bars are still buffering. Wait, you said that so with your alien number, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I get in here to give that alien number. That means that by default, let's say if war breaks out, I could be selected to go. Correct? So why
how
is
did you
it
get your AK? Say how you got here.
Depending on how you got your alien number, under what status?
asylum. Plain got in.
Asylum.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm asking that now that I have that alien number, right? You mentioned that you automatically get signed up if there's a war they can pick you, right? So
yes.
Why is it that if I have that alien number right then and there, like okay, I just got in, they gave me that number. Why can I not turn around the following day and say that, or when I get my social security card, for example, I say, oh, I want to join the military. Why I gotta wait till I get a green card?
Because that is the process. This process, Nisi, I'm on the phone. That process used to be a little bit shorter before 9/11. You know, since after 9/11, now they have to go through the scrutiny and all that stuff. So we just come to. Remember back in the days, you guys could smoke in planes and all those things, right? So a lot of things changed after 9/11. So once you get in here now, they have to make sure that they follow you through due processing and make sure that everything goes well before you get your green card. Actually, like when you become a citizen, you maintain your same social security number, but you have to call and let them know you're not a citizen, right? Because there's a certain path. So AK, when you get here, you cannot just go and join the military once you don't get the permanent resident, which is your green card. Yeah.
Confirm.
Yeah.
I'm done buffering. Anyways, back to our question. Ladies, gentlemen, do you guys feel any type of way about that? The automatically sign up? Or the automatic sign up?
Is this for women too? Is this pertaining to women?
Sorry?
Is this pertaining to young women as well that turn 18?
Yeah.
I think it's just men now.
I mean, it's for men now, but they're proposed a bill for women turning 18 to be added to as well.
Is it these same people who are going around talking, it's giving what it's supposed to give? And people who are identifying as horses and birds, is this the same people they're trying to put in the military? I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything, but is it the same people they're trying to put weapons in their hands to defend the country?
Yeah, they might.
Cardi B said something like that. She was saying, like, you know, the era of like TikTok and, you know, the things that the young people are doing now, like they're talking about sending them to the military. I mean, I wonder if we would get the same benefits that they get in the military if we ended up drafted to go. Because joining the military is a life hack, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like they get a lot. they get
you get a lot.
A lot of trauma too.
Yeah,
a lot of trauma.
PTSD as well.
Give you a lot too.
PTSD.
A lot of trauma. Yeah.
Okay, don't sign me up for shit.
I don't want to be.
You should have the choice, man. You should still give them the choice.
Have the choice as well.
Go on automatic. You're now putting people who are probably not equipped, who are not ready, and
18 is a baby. You're still a baby.
That can lead to disaster. There's a lot of people that fail basic training that actually want to go and they can't join the military because they can't pass basic training.
Oh, what makes America the greatest country in the world?
The food.
For you to be
Who said America was the greatest country?
The food.
Yep. What? America, you need to have a strong military force, right?
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the British Isles, and then America has the Air Force. I think Israel has the infantry. So America, for you to be strong, you need to have Air Force. You need to have so much force. 3 days ago, Putin was actually doing his test about 600 miles away from Florida, right? Throwing some nukes in the ocean, right? You guys remember that?
It was Cuba. That was Cuba, I believe.
Yes. So there's no way America can be strong if they don't build their military.
Mm-hmm.
America was not part of the partition of the world. America was not part of slavery and colonization, but America came in and ended the Second World War. Right? So those are the things that have given America the strength that they deserve. So when you have these kind of laws or proposals coming through, it's because you're seeing that 3-4 years ago, the amount of folks who are actually joining the military is very, very low. Folks are no longer joining the military. So America is trying to like build out that force. Look at Russia. Russia is in the whole of Africa, building their forces, right? America is losing their forces. So if they don't start passing those kind of petty laws or trying to bring folks back, America was always been the savior and the greatest power in the world when it comes to military, might end up lose it to China. The size of Chinese military is almost 3 times the size of American military.
Yeah, the
So how do you fight them?
But
report
Yeah.
that China's nuclear
it's quality over quantity, though, JB. So we know that it's not by the number.
Who sells China is weapons? Who sells the weapons to China? You guys do. You sell them the weapons. You sell them the weapons, you train them, and you sell the quality. What quality is that?
I think we're selling them the same weapons that we have.
Yeah, you guys are selling them.
Weapons that's more powerful than our own. I don't think
You guys are selling them your weapons.
No.
Trust me. You're selling them, and they're getting weapons from China too, from India and Russia. So guess what? You're selling them weapons, and then they have a lot more population than you. One city in China is almost the population of America.
You know what that nuke would do to a country like that. So Hiroshima had to find out what one nuke did to as many people that was there. So I don't think China wants to go
You guys
there.
don't build no longer intercontinental ballistic missiles.
nuke?
You guys don't build those no more.
They
Just North
said,
Korea is building them.
China's nuclear arsenal is actually bigger than the United States right now.
Thank you.
they're what?
The
Yeah,
nuclear
nuclear
arsenal.
yeah. Iran and North Korea, they're doing stuff, man. If you link Iran, North Korea, China, and Russia, that's the Second World War, Third World War already. So I think America is almost doing the right thing. We have a lot more slave queens these days than housewives. What do you think?
Say that again.
We have a lot more slave queens
Wow.
these days than housewives.
Slave queens.
Everyone wants to slay. Yeah, nobody wants to be married. So we're trying to go back to the root. Like America won the Second World War because all the women went back to the factory and they were creating ammunitions. The men were fighting, the women were building. But these days, women go to gun ranches and learn how to shoot guns so they can kill enemies, but not defend their country. Right? There you go. So I think I will vote for that bill to be passed.
I mean, isn't it they want an equal treatment, right? Equal rights, yeah.
Hey,
The men
women-
are going for military, then
Thank you.
Tutu.
I rest my
Tutu
case.
was like,
women should be included as well. That
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's the
Be
backfire of
careful
the
what you wish
feminist
for.
movement. That is
I
the
didn't.
backfire.
Don't sign me up for shit. I'm okay.
In that case, then do they give them the same amount of exercises on the same level, or do they still, favor the women?
You're gonna have to be.
No, they're probably gonna make them suffer. So it's okay. I feel like us women already go through enough. It's okay. It's too much.
Okay,
You're not about to sit here and be telling me to be doing
Enough.
too much when I'm on my menstrual. I'm
5
already
o'clock
thinking
in the
of this. You're
morning.
not gonna come and tell me to be the
Okay,
boy.
a woman can
The
resist more
military
than
does not care about your
I was
cycle.
about to say, you're in the middle
They
of
do not
war, your
care.
cycle breaks out.
Because at this point, you're not about to piss me off while I'm on my period, and now I have to take it out on you now. It's not happening. Absolutely not.
I don't see how that would work.
Okay,
Just
you heard me,
let it
right?
alone.
Yeah, I heard you. That's why I said. I answered you. I said I'm not debating that.
Yeah, a woman can resist way more than us.
Yeah,
It's
They
not
can
just
what?
something, so they can resist.
if they can spit out a baby.
Yeah, a woman can resist
Uh-huh.
way more than us, man.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean like high pain tolerance?
yeah, things
Yeah,
like that.
all
Yeah.
those things, pain tolerance and all those things. Like a woman can take it.
If she
Yeah,
could
you're
come
right.
with a thing in her a hole, for the rest
Hey,
of
chill out.
sit down, stand up, run that way. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, woman can take 10 dudes, but you dude can't take 10 women.
No,
Hey,
you die of
Straight up.
fatigue.
Hmm?
Exactly. Yeah.
The second woman.
well, at this point, talk about enduring pain. Talk about enduring pain. This TV host, and she was on. I don't watch Real Housewives, so whoever does, but
Surprisingly.
Real House, huh?
Nah, go ahead.
I heard you. You thought you were slick, nigga, huh? You thought you were slick. Anyways, so Real Housewives of New York. This,
Wait, hold on. Why do people do that? You clearly heard somebody say something.
Because I wanted him to repeat it back again. I wanted him to speak it with his chest and say it again. That's the point. But no, I don't watch it. But Real Housewives of New York, there's a girl, or she's a TV host too. Her name is Ebony Ebony Williams, and she decided to be a single mom. I think she's like 40, 43. She decided to be a single mom, and she's just saying that like basically it's her choice that she wants to be a single mom. We need to break the stigma of like saying that single moms can't do stuff and whatnot. And then she also said when her child becomes 18, so she went through IVF, and when her child, like she knows everything about her sperm donor, as she calls. She said when her child turns 18, she's gonna give if she wants her child to, if the child wants to meet her father. So it's not like, oh, when you automatically going to know who your dad is. It's when, if you want to, you can. You don't have to. So what do y'all feel about that? Like is that basically like stripping the opportunity to meet the child's father? And what do you guys think about her wanting to become a single mom by her choice?
Tutu, let me ask you something first before they start answering. How does she have the info of a sperm donor through IVF? Did she go through an agency?
She went through like a bank or something like that. So she said she knows like the sperm donor's history, like where he went to school, his childhood, everything like that.
I mean, but that's not enough information to find someone, right? I mean, if the guy did not consent to her getting pregnant with his sperm, right. I mean, like they do that for people to go have kids, but how you gonna sit 25 years down the line to someone at your door talking about I'm your kid?
Right, I don't know,
I think that's messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. She went through a bank, and she knows who the person is.
Okay.
She knows who the person is, but like so she knows like their history, everything like that. But when her daughter is born, then she'll give her daughter the option of, hey, do you want to know who your dad is? You don't have to.
I don't know what kind of sperm bank it is, but I think there's like a non-disclosure where there's a clause where you cannot contact them for parental rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not anonymous because the person has to look at your physique, right? To make the choice on your sperm. That's what it is. But like there's a clause you cannot contact them for parental rights. Because you know how many kids that man has fathered being a sperm donor? There's a lot of kids.
Yeah, they get paid.
Have you been there before?
Nah. I just heard that they
get paid now.
To give out a load. They're like, hey, I'm doing it for free. Why not just give it to someone and get some dollars out of it? So
what's his name? Is his name not Appleseed? The highest guy who's ever had like these test tube kids in America. Something Appleseed. I think I did that in my sexuality class. His name is something Appleseed. I think he should still be alive. Yeah, he fathered so many kids. Dude is so
African man, right?
I think he's like
my friend was actually dating a sperm donor, and that was a big conversation that they had actually. Because the daughter was actually turning 18. It wasn't an IVF, but it was she was a lesbian. So now that the daughter is becoming 18, she now gets to be introduced by her father. And my friend that was dating the guy was just like, you don't feel weird that you know about this kid all these years and have no connection. The guy had no connection to the child. And I think it's a thief. I think it's not a good thing. To me, the situation kind of felt like too cold. It was just too cold from him. And then for her, she's going to be wanting something more as far as the daughter. It's going to be wanting something more, expecting so much more, especially what we see on TV. They kind of glamorize it and fairy tale like those them reuniting. So I don't know. I think it's a hard conversation, and it's hard for the daughter. I think the kid.
The one question is, why do we care though?
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna ask a question. I was gonna say I have a scenario, but I want us to go after Tutu. After your question, then I can give a scenario. My pastor mentioned the same thing last night.
Oh, you have a pastor?
I have a pastor. I told you guys. Daddy Freeze.
Daddy Freeze.
Daddy Freeze.
So he mentioned this same thing last night, talking about two sisters, both married. one of them could not take in. So she came with her husband and they met. Okay, sister B can have kids. She went and met sister A and said, okay, come and be my surrogate. So I'm not going to pay. Sister A said, yes, I can do it. Sister A's husband said, why are you doing this? You already have 5 kids and you are, I think it was 39 through 42. You can't do this. This is a risky pregnancy time for you. She insisted. And she got pregnant for her sister. She got it when she was about 9 months to having a baby connection. She had serious connection, like, okay, this is my child. I don't think I can take this child and give it to the sister. That woman got into depression. And how you guys call that again? After the postpartum
PTSD.
Thank you. That woman I'm talking to you right now is in an asylum. She's in a mental house.
Wow.
Her sister is there with the child
about
and her
that.
husband. The husband has left her, is married now to his side chick. She is now in an asylum by herself. The sister can only visit them once in a while.
Wait, the one with the plenty kids is the one in the asylum?
Yes, the one who had everything going on well for her. It's like, oh, I'm a Nigerian woman. Oh, I must have my sister. I must have my sister. That's where she is today.
When she helped her sister, did she still want sister's husband?
No.
Surrogacy.
Surrogacy.
I was just stuff for him.
Hey, it ain't that that's messy now.
I think my headphone is gone. Yep.
I think there was a movie on that though. I can't remember the name, but there was a surrogate mom and she got connected to the baby and didn't want to give it back to the lady. I can't remember the name, but yeah. But I think you sign papers and all that, so one can't do that like legally. If you try to,
sister, I'm sure they probably didn't even go through the
process. Well, yeah, they said he said it was sister. So, but I mean,
it happened.
Don't worry. Wait till that woman gives birth to that child, and you come and tell her she cannot do it, and you get a different type of beast, different type of animal at that point in time.
I don't know. I feel like if you get to a certain age, God hasn't blessed you with kids. Maybe it wasn't in the stars for you.
Would y'all ladies ever be a carrier of a surrogate for someone, a family member or a close friend, if they couldn't give birth?
I'm not carrying anybody's baby, and I don't want anybody to carry one for me.
I could do it.
Okay.
It's a 50-50. I don't know yet. Depends who will ask and the circumstances at that time. I mean, if people donate kidneys to other people, I mean, why can't I be a surrogate for someone that I care about?
You don't know if you're going to get those connection issues as well, though. Like when I
know, but it's the same as giving you my kidney. I don't know if that one I have is going to fail.
It's not the same. One is going to save your life. I'll give you my kidney so it can save your life. You don't have to have kids. Like, you won't die without kids.
Well, that's you judging that they're not gonna die without kids.
You won't die now. You'll live.
So I'm telling you, that's you judging.
You won't die.
You don't. I'm telling you, you don't understand what kids mean to some people.
Yeah.
You do not understand. So that's you judging.
Physically, your body is not gonna shut down, and you're not gonna just die. Like from a health standpoint, you're not gonna die without kids. Emotionally, you may feel like you want to die, but your health will not be affected if you don't have kids.
You know what you are, though? You know what you are? Very stingy. All the eggs are shedding over the months. You're not making use of that. At the end of the day, you just don't want to share. Come on now.
No, they're not using her.
You say you're making use of it.
That's not
you don't want to share.
Don't get these eggs.
Actually, you're going to be depressed, right?
Depressed? Wow. Why?
Those who can have kids naturally are going to be depressed. And once you're depressed, depression kills.
I think society tells us that we're gonna be depressed. Like there's
excuse
no women that you know in this world that don't have kids and that's not genuinely happy. Like that's not the only.
I know a handful.
There's people.
Yeah, but there's people that's also happy as well.
But you know what they do though? You know what they do? They go to their sisters' homes and don't want to leave on time. They spend way more time playing with the kids and don't want to leave. No, go home. They spend so much money on those kids. Nobody's complaining though. But then you spend, and then at the end of the day, you don't do something, you come and complain. Why should not you have your own? But still keep spending. Keep spending. We need the monies. But I'm just saying though. I'm just saying.
Wonderful.
Actually, I should just want to hear it.
Sure.
Hey, yo. I should stand in my business. All right, now.
I mean, and that's fine.
Did you hear the
Getting
story?
pregnant is very risky. So you don't want to put yourself through all that for someone else if you're not sure. And, so it's up to the donor if they want to do it. If not, that's fine.
Yeah. Look at the story in the Bible where the husband went and got the maid pregnant because God promised her a child. And then he went and got this maid pregnant and all the stuff that this child had to go through. Like, I just don't believe in it. I feel like when God has something for you, if God wants you with the child, you'll be able to conceive.
But that was God's plan. You're talking about Sarah and
yes, but she was supposed to conceive the baby, but then she went. It wasn't happening fast enough for her. Then she's like, okay, go get the maid pregnant now. And then look at all the risk.
What you're saying, you're creating a war against Muslims because that's where they came from. Ishmael.
Exactly.
Muslims from Ishmael.
Where did you come from? Was arrogant?
Yeah, Muslims came from Ishmael.
I'm not Muslim now. I'm Christian.
Okay, so now you know.
I'm not creating a war. I'm telling you what I believe. If a Muslim wants to go and be a surrogate and get pregnant for their sister or whatever they want to do.
No, I'm not saying Muslims. I'm saying that the other child, Hagar's child, came from Ishmael came from Hagar, who was a slave to Sarah. So that was all God's plan. Because Sarah did not believe that she could have kids.
Right.
She gave her a slave girl. So that was all God. God works in mysterious ways. So it was his plan to make sure that Kingdom May should be happy. I'm saying these things, huh?
You made my night the whole night, bro. Just keep talking.
Oh man!
Wow.
I'm sorry, I was talking behind your back the other day, man.
Don't apologize now. He's still in the heat.
No, that's something about me. I don't know how to do that. I will always go and tell. I can't hurt someone like that. Yeah.
Do we have too much control in the society now where we can just create babies with the IVF? We can choose.
That's wow.
We can choose the eyes. We can choose the person. We can choose too much control.
The build.
It's not too natural. So that's also downside to it.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't, because if someone decides that they want to be a single mom and not have a man to do it, that's why science is advancing now, right? And not everyone's gonna, hey, maybe she doesn't want to sleep with someone and get pregnant the natural way. But for a single mom, where I have a problem with it is when single mothers come and say, I can raise my child just as well as if they had a dad. You lying. That lie is from the pit of hell.
Facts.
And I don't care how well balanced and well rounded of a woman you are, you cannot play both roles. There's just no way. So just don't go around lying to yourself that you're gonna give that child everything they need, because you are not going to.
I deny that, girl. I was raised by my mom.
Deny what?
I was raised by my mom.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
So you had no dad influence, JB?
I was raised by my mom. No. When you talk about no dad influences, it's kind of different because I was raised by my mom. But I lived in a compound where there were uncles, the whole place.
Who influenced you, right?
Exactly.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You're talking about a single mom. That's a single mom, irrespective of that. Your kids who don't know their dad, okay? But they turn out to be people. Look at LeBron James. What are you talking about? There's so many.
Listen, you just misunderstood me right there. I'm gonna just cut you off right now. I did not say they cannot be a person. I said for a single mom, just like the case of whatever her name was that Tutu brought up and said, single mothers can do it all. You don't need a man. I said, if a single mother is to say that, you're lying. Now, I don't care how well-rounded of a person you are, how good a child you bring in this society. If there is no male influence, that child, whether it turns out to be LeBron James, is lacking in something. It is just that simple. There's a reason why it takes a man and a woman to have a child. I don't care if you turn out to be Elon Musk, you are lacking in something. It is just simple.
Who on earth is not lacking on something?
Say what?
Who on earth is not lacking on something? When you say lacking
on something. That's not my point. Now you just broaden everything.
No, I'm just asking you a question.
I am talking about parental roles. That's it.
I
Don't
agree.
take me to the don't take me anywhere
So if
else
you
except
see,
that.
if you have a woman who is having a child and the husband is gone, say like he passed on you have a child and the father died 3 days after the child was born. So the child is going to be lacking something because there was
Yes,
death?
if there's no male influence, absolutely.
Okay, so your male influence, is it from the dad or any other person around?
Anybody who
male
occupies that role of a father figure in that
Then that's not
child's life.
then that's not a single mom anymore. Then that's different. Because what you're saying is that what I understand is that you're saying that a single mom.
But
What
you're
I'm-
not
what-
hearing me though. You're not
I'm getting
hearing
what
me.
you're saying.
No, you're
That's
not. Because what I'm saying is for the single mothers who say they do not need a man to raise their child. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
So all these things you're bringing in, I did not say none of that.
I understand what you're saying. I understand, but I'm also telling you that there are single moms who actually don't need a man and their kids still came up to be something.
But they are,
Was she
they
making
are
plans?
something, but they will be forever lacking. I don't care if you end up, you will forever be lacking in something if you do not have the influence of either parents in your life.
That is a
Whether you
universal
come
statement. I don't
That
agree
doesn't
with that.
mean you're not a
It is,
great
and it is
person
true.
or yeah.
It is true.
There are wives that
And
are
no
single
offense, no
mothers.
offense to the single parents who do an absolute phenomenal job raising these people.
I would deny that every day because I know of so many kids who came up, especially those kids who were out there in boarding school who had parents. Those are the ones out there today begging for money on social media. They had both parents. So I'm just going to say, when you make those kind of statements, it should be particular affirmative. When you say some, I will follow through. When you say there's no.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I am not JB
No.
again. I am not talking about people who grew up in two-parent homes. My example, it's strictly for single mothers who said the children, they don't need man to raise their children. That's where I'm at. So
But a
all
lot
the
of them
things
do
you're
that.
doing there is none of my concern. I
have
am not
denied
about.
that. I'm still saying
No,
that
I'm
there are
just
so
letting
many
you know.
ladies.
Stop extrapolating my point.
I can
Don't do that.
I can do it if I want to. I'm just saying that there are ladies.
No,
out
make
there
your
because
own point on your own. Don't take
you make
mine
points.
and drag it that way
Anyone, I
and
will
try
drag
to
your
tie
point if I
it.
want to drag your point. You will
No,
not
I
stop
did
me.
not say that.
I
It's
have
on
said
record.
that. There are
I did
ladies
not say
who are
that.
doing
If you
it
are
and
a
it's
single,
working.
if you grew up in a single home without the role influence of either parents, you are lacking in something. I said what I said.
And you cannot even give me one thing
Period.
they're lacking at. You can't even say one. You just say they are
Hold on,
lacking.
y'all is eating up these comments today. Come on with the responses. Wow, I love this. I love this.
Why
Hold
do
on,
you
I
mean
had
what
to
you
say
say?
something though.
Tutu, hold on. Let
Where do we
me.
get the
Why
compliments?
don't you want me to talk? Let me
No,
talk.
oh, sorry, sir. You go
Come on.
ahead. But I do
When
have
you
something
make
to
a
say though
statement-
before you.
When you make a statement, then you say they are lacking in something, and I ask you, what are they lacking on? You can't even tell me one thing. You say there must be something.
I
We are
can
looking
go
for
there
men.
with you. If you want to talk, have that conversation, I can go there with you. But I'm
Yeah,
not
go
going to
tell
argue
me
with
what
you
are they
back
lacking?
and
What are
forth.
they lacking on? Or lacking with? Because I'm sitting here telling you I was raised like that. You're telling me they are lacking in something. I'm asking, what
JB,
are they
I
lacking
was
on?
raised in a single parent home too.
So what are you lacking
And
on?
I am,
Lacking with?
let me finish.
Go
I
ahead.
am a well-rounded person.
Okay.
I am ish relatively standing on my own 2 feet.
Okay.
But there's something that I have never experienced is the protection of a father.
Okay.
Now I have all these things going on for me, but that's the one thing that I would never have.
Okay.
To know what it means to be protected by a father.
Okay.
I will never have that. That's just an example. There are many other things that are missing pieces in my life because of that.
Sure.
And
Okay.
reverse the role. There are people who will grow with their fathers without a mother. There will be missing pieces in there. Now, I cannot tell you what those people are lacking, but because that influence was absent, what the impact that that influence brings to a person's life is not there. That's just it. So I cannot go around naming every single thing that every single parent child has missing.
You've given me
But
one.
they are. I just gave you my example.
I know, sister, you've given me one. So what about houses where they had both parents and then the dad was never home? Okay. There are families where dads have that absentee dads. So when
it's
you
the same thing. If the father is absentee and
So
he
is that a
doesn't
single
have
family
that
category?
role, active
Okay.
role in their life, they are still missing in something.
So why
Whether
did you
you're-
make it about single moms?
Because that was the topic at hand.
Okay,
About
so your topic at hand
that was
holds,
the topic
your
at
topic
hand.
at hand also shows that a parent is someone who is there for the kids. And where I come from, the village raises the child as an
So
African
you had
family.
male influences.
So,
You just made my
so what I'm
point for
saying
me.
what I'm saying to you is your point is right. I agree with your point. I'm not denying your point. I'm just adding more to your
Oh, for a
point.
second there, I thought you was, because you could have had me
No,
fooled.
I'm not denying your point. I'm just telling you that your point makes sense, but you're using universal affirmative. That's all I'm saying. So if you make it particular, it makes sense. When you say all of them, most of
But
them.
you can't say that, MTJ, because you do that. You just did that like 10 minutes ago. So you can't sit here and say that you can't make
Let me
universal.
ask you, let me just put this in. JB, let me put this in
language.
perspective for you real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not everybody goes to college. Yes?
Right.
Not everybody needs a college degree to make it in life. Yes? You
Right.
agree, right?
True. Yeah.
But would you say that those who did not go to college are lacking in the college experience?
Depends on the end goal.
No, it's a yes or no. The college experience is when you either went to college and got it or you did not. So would you say whether or not, I don't know which millionaire never got a college degree?
A lot of them.
Okay, so would you say that they are lacking in the whole college experience?
That's why I say it depends on what you call college experience.
Having to go to college, stay in college, do frat parties, attend first day of school.
Those who are homeschooled and they go through college, is that a college experience?
Yes, they did attend college. The main thing
so what is the experience when it's homeschooled?
Did I not just mention it? Are you not listening?
You talked about going college experience. I'm saying that
I said college experience. Why are you talking about homeschool?
It's still college.
No, there's no homeschooling college. There's no college for homeschool.
People don't do college online. What are you talking about?
That's not homeschool though. That ain't homeschool.
What is that?
That's online school.
Okay,
that's not homeschooling.
Hold on.
It's a simple question. Would you say that they are lacking in the college experience? That's all I asked you.
And I said it depends on what you call college experience, because if
I just told you, going to school, enrolling in classes, having frat parties, fraternizing, getting work in college, whatever it is.
If I'm doing online classes, then that's not a college experience. Then if it's online, let me not say homeschool. Online classes is not the same. If I take classes,
you know that online. Okay, so online classes still gives you a part of that college experience because you're taking college classes.
It gives me a part, but it's not the whole. That's why I asked what.
I'm not everybody will experience. You're judging the question. Everybody will not experience everything in college.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. Don't generalize women.
Like frat parties, I would never know. But if you never took classes, whether online, in person, or you took it in the future or whatever, if you did not have that, you would not have any kind of college experience.
There are so many kids in school. So many. When I was in school, I never used to break bounds and all those. There are so many students going to college and whatsoever. They don't involve in all those frat things you're talking about. Someone you say.
What are you talking about?
I've just concluded that
there are so many kids that don't go to college. JB,
I follow what you're saying. Let's not switch this. Let's not. You're talking about college now. You're drifting. I am still.
No, she said college experience. You're trying to derive it and talk about online.
I agree about college experience. You're talking about.
No. Let me get my own off. She's basically saying someone who did no online college, no in person, nothing at all affiliated with college. You're speaking of a segment that someone did, and they still got this. They didn't get that. She's saying one person that didn't do online, nothing at all. They're going to be lacking that college experience. If it's online, what you got, if it's in person, she's saying if you didn't do any of that, you will be lacking something. And she's asking you, do you agree to that? Yes or no?
I said I don't agree to that because they are sidekicks. They are kids who go to school. They don't involve themselves in nothing.
You can't say school. I just said someone who does not go to school at all. We're talking about college.
I am saying that
I don't know about this one.
Sorry, he doesn't understand. I can't speak his language.
I don't know about this one.
Kids that go to school. Right? The question is kids who do not go to school and kids who go to school. The kids who do not go to school are lacking the college experience. That's all we're saying. And that includes online and all that. That's
You're
part of
generalizing
school.
the whole thing, and you want me to say yes. I'm not going to say yes to that.
That's the question she's asking, though. That's the question.
Hold on. You're starting to root for her. I'm asking you the question.
I'm not rooting.
Are there no kids in your school?
And you're not understanding.
Excuse me. Let's go now. Are there no kids in your school that you guys were all in the same class, call it college or what, middle school, whatever, who were actually never participating in anything in school? What are you talking about? What do you call college experience?
Oh, she broke it down and even said actually taking a class. So we're not talking about school activities.
I understand what you're saying. I made a mistake. I talked about homeschool, and I'm saying that I went to school with people who are actually sidekicks. They don't involve themselves in nothing. All they are doing is, if you're having your social night, your religious night, you don't see them anywhere, but we're in the same school. You don't see those kids. It doesn't mean that they don't have college.
You're missing the point. You're missing the point, bro. You're missing the point.
Okay, you understand
the point. They still took a class. You're missing the point, JB. You're missing the point.
What is the point you understand?
The people you're referring to, they still took a class, correct? Is that not what you're stating?
Are you getting what I'm saying? I'm saying
you're talking about an experience.
School, but they don't have no experience in college. But they graduated with the first class, but they have no college experience. What are you talking about?
I think the college experience includes taking a college course, JB. I think that's what you're missing.
Therefore, they went through school. Don't you know people will say they went through school, but school didn't go through them? What does that mean?
No, you're not. You're deriving it. She's talking about someone who didn't take class at all. JB,
I'm about to go to the word of the week because I don't know.
Word of the week. Word of the week, please. We'll discuss offline.
We're about to go.
We're not discussing anything offline. You make a point. Then when I jump in now, you've left. You've gone now.
No, MCJB, because your point. You made a point. First of all, the point is in so many different directions. I don't even know what point you're even making at this point again. Because you were saying one thing, and then she was explaining to you, and you asked her to break it down for you. She broke it down for you in multiple different scenarios.
Who brought up the college?
But no, you're not listening. But you're not listening.
Your point.
You asked her.
Who brought up the college? Did I bring up the college?
Okay, sorry, sir.
Did I bring up the college? She brought up the college. Now you're bringing it against me.
I didn't bring it against you. No, it's okay, MCJB. It's okay to take an L.
It's
take
not
this one
okay.
To the chin and let's move on. Let's just take this one to the chin.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Let's just take it. It's all right. It's all right.
We're talking, right? Let us follow through. She's made her point, and I'm asking the question. You cannot make a universal statement and you want me to succumb by it.
But you do that all the time, though. You literally, you're contradicting yourself because you literally
what is a universal statement of me?
You can't generalize everything. You literally just told her don't generalize everybody, but you just did it 20 minutes ago. So you
tell me what I said.
Tell me what I said. MCJB, don't make me pull up clips because we're gonna pull up clips and we're gonna have it next week. Because don't make me
tell
do
me
that
what
now.
I said. You cannot even say it. I should not make you pull it up.
What did you say today? You said I made a statement about what was it? I said something today. And you said, oh, no, matter of fact, you said, oh, you guys sat here and you guys were judging Davido. You guys all are glorifying. You just generalized. We didn't say anything about that.
I never ever put you as in singular.
Oh my God. Where is the week, y'all? Where is the week?
I never put you as singular. When we talk, let us keep facts. I'm talking about you plural. But if you want to bring that, I'm talking about you too, that is fine. I was talking about social media. Where I talked about social media, where you said cousins. I said you're talking about cousins. Which cousins are you talking about? Now you're saying that I'm
part of social media.
Don't do that. Well, I remember what I said.
Are we not included in social media, JB?
But you cannot stand and you're rooting for something. She's saying she's making a statement, and you're just trying to go by it when she's saying that everybody raised by a woman. I'm saying that don't say everybody raised by a woman or a single parent. Make your statement because you and me sitting here were raised by a single parent. And I don't see anything wrong with you. So you're saying you're lacking something. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Hold on, yo. Nah, the real question here is though, before we go to word of the week, real quick. The real question here is, I'm trying to know, ladies, how would you guys feel if a man you would, whichever, inquired whether you've ever had an abortion?
Why do they want to know? Is it their business? Why do you want to know? Like, I would need some context. Like, why are you asking me this? I don't know. Questions like that, like how many sexual partners, things like that. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a viable question.
That might. Okay,
someone who wants kids, they want to know what you've been through.
Say if you get pregnant and then there's complications or something like that, right? And then say you did have an abortion. and because of that abortion, you had a complication. So now when it's time for you to actually have a child, there's issues with that. Don't you think that's a conversation that you should tell your partner ahead of time, just in case? Or do you want your partner to now find out as you are having those complications that, oh, hey, I had an abortion and this is the reason why maybe we cannot have a child. So say you put yourself in that situation, vice versa. If your husband was to have a vasectomy or whatever the situation was, he didn't tell you, how would you feel about that?
It's different because you can't have kids at all.
Okay, but what if he didn't tell you though?
What that he
now y'all sitting here, y'all could be fucking from A to Z, and then all of a sudden y'all go to
you can still have kids. A vasectomy, you're intentionally going in, and you won't be able to have kids at all.
Right. But I'm just saying,
the point is about not telling the partner.
But the point is not telling. So you're saying, because you're asking and saying, hey, why did they want to know? And I understand where you're coming from, but I'm also saying, in the sense, if a situation like that arises, what are you going to do?
I mean, I guess you would deal with it case by case. If you're dating someone, like he said, it depends on how serious the relationship. If we get to a point where we're serious, I feel like those kind of questions come into play. But if we're dating, like, I don't know. Sometimes.
Why would you not give me that option to pick before we get serious? What if it's something that is a deal breaker? You're not going to tell me something?
Oh, if the guy, I mean, if he wants to know and he asks, of course you tell him. But I don't know. Some things. I don't know. Some of these questions, some of these guys in this generation is just crazy. What do you bring to the table?
Because I do understand Ashley.
Yeah.
I mean, I do understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're bleaching too, I want to know.
Because it's like you could sit there and you tell them this information and then they're not for it. So what? You made me just sit here and just open up and just for you to sit there and just be like, I'm not fucking with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, I do understand.
Judgmental, and then you'll ask them questions and they withhold information from you and all of these things, or they want you to be so understanding what they have going on. I mean,
I agree with telling during while you're dating. But
how long does it take for you to come? You'll come and you'll tell me an hour, then we'll get to bed and it's 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't agree with dating.
1 hour.
It is none of your business.
I don't think it's none of your business.
But that's irrelevant. How long you come is irrelevant. That's
Tati and T. So when y'all are saying y'all don't agree when y'all dating, so basically, if he now puts a ring on your finger, now you feel like that's the perfect time or like the time stamp for you guys to have that conversation.
Absolutely. You got to talk about like your health. It's something about your family's health that you guys gotta, even when it comes down to it, you going into the hospital, you have to fill out those records and put any complications that you had in the past. But dating, no. Now, if we're getting serious, yeah, I want to know if your grandmother died from diabetes. I want to know those type of those health concerns.
You carry the sickle cell trait.
Wait, hold on.
Right.
I'm just the only person.
We already did that.
I might just the only person missing something. Like, you want to wait till you started investing your feelings before you find out things?
Before you die.
I don't even know that we're serious.
My thing is, what is this information going to do for you? Is it going to make you look at me differently? Like, why are you seeking this information?
When you go buy a new car, why don't you just cover your eyes and tell them that okay, that one
people do.
You know, some things you're gonna blindly go into a relationship. Sometimes it doesn't matter how well you think you know a person, how well you vetted them. It's gonna be new things that you're gonna learn about this person. I mean, it's nothing that you can do that's gonna make you 100% know this person before you decide to get serious with them or decide to marry them. It's gonna always be things that you're learning about a person. So I mean, if it's a deal breaker for you, I mean, I guess, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
The society has become too judgmental with certain things.
It is a deal breaker.
No.
I mean, we're making it sound like you went and had an abortion under the staircase in your apartment building. Right.
Nah, we just
and we're forgetting that we're forgetting that abortion is an actual medical procedure, which of course comes, not without its own risks. But if I have no scarring, if I have no problem, known issues of why I cannot conceive anymore, I mean, I don't see why that's information I should be forthcoming with. You didn't tell me how many times you caught STDs.
Hey.
Hello.
You're not giving me that information.
Exactly.
Hello.
But if it's not affecting my future, I'm not telling.
And guess what? It can affect your future if you have a baby with a useless man. Maybe you shouldn't be laying down with this man, but I mean, then they'll judge you for being a single mom. Oh, you chose him, and all of these things that society.
And you're also assuming that abortion just means that it was an unwanted pregnancy. You have to do a D&C after a miscarriage, right?
Yeah.
You also know that. So someone could actually have had a child and wanted to keep them, but if you have a miscarriage, they have to go in and clean you out. That's what an abortion is. And you could have been raped.
Exactly. That's what I was just about.
So there are many different things.
And you want me to share that with you? Somebody I'm dating.
Traumatizing on the first date. Yeah, I got raped when I was 12.
Okay, right?
Yeah, but
this is crazy.
That's why you go in and you do all your tests. Make sure that your swimmers are fine. You have a good count. Check your womb. Check all your things. Make sure you're straight. If you're looking to get married to this person, do your test and come back. And the doctor's like, okay, you have a clean bill of health. Nothing's holding me from having a kid. Nothing's holding you from having a kid. And you keep it going.
I mean, some questions that guys will ask you, it would just even be a deal breaker for me. Like certain questions I don't even like to be asked because I feel like that some of them are insensitive. Some of them are coming from a place of being judgmental when nobody out here is perfect. Like if I had 5 abortions, I mean, that's for me, like I feel like it gets to a point where it is irresponsible if you're continuing to have abortions. But I mean, you never know a reason a person had an abortion. Like we were saying, you could have been raped, molested. I mean, it's a number of different things. You could have been told that, oh, this baby is going to come out, and have this kind of genetic disorder, to where you're just like, okay, it probably would be
right. There's that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a lot of different scenarios.
So you also not release the information if you've been raped before? You say
I don't think that's information that you should sit there and release just off the front like that. Hell no.
Well, hollers.
How insensitive some of their questions are that they ask.
Oh, insensitive. Right. Wait, Ashley, have you been judged all your life? Do you feel like
I been what?
Do you feel like you've been judged all your life?
Judged?
Yeah.
I think honestly, this African culture, I think they're so judgmental. Like I'm thinking, yeah, Africans are judgmental. I have a friend who grew up with his mother as he thought his mom was his sister because the people in the village were going to judge them, talk about them, so bad to where he felt like, oh, the mom felt like, oh, this is my little brother. The guy was 18 when he found out this was his mom. He went out to another village to go and look for his dad, like just because they didn't want to hear what everybody would have to say about them because she had a baby out of wedlock. Like, I mean, nobody is perfect. The Bible says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." No one is perfect. Even if you're married to someone, what is your husband out here doing? But then you want to judge me for having a baby out of wedlock. Like, I think society is just, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say I was judged, but I was raised by a judgmental dad. I would say that. I love my dad to death, but he was very judgmental. Like, very.
Yeah, I love me some good judgmental people. But
well,
I really do. They crack me up. They crack me up. But with that said, I still think that there are certain questions that are very important to know, before you start letting your feelings run wild so that you don't get heart attack sooner or later. You just know certain things, so you keep moving like, oh yeah, X, next. Just the same as you might do it when you go buy a house or new car or how you pick your job, things like that. I think that you should also put in that work to pick the person you want to be with and ask those necessary questions. The ones that.
So would that be a deal breaker for you if a girl had an abortion?
I mean, I don't think that's a question I really like to know the answer to. You know what I mean? Because let me just leave that sentence.
So you wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't ask.
I mean, it's not that I wouldn't want to know. It's just that, I feel as though in today's day and age, I think some of us would just automatically assume and keep it moving. So
wait, what?
Yeah. Some of us would just automatically assume and keep it moving.
Assume what? That's
assume
what I'm
that, the girl has had it.
Why?
Why would
Y'all
you think you want to assume that's what
just
you're
look
gonna
at us and
assume?
be like, oh yeah, Tutu, you didn't had an abortion. Oh yeah, Tati, you didn't have an abortion.
Hold on. Time out. You see why you're just there? If I come and ask the question, it's too sensitive. If I assume it's this, so which one do you guys think that would be?
I mean, we don't know you're assuming. We don't know you're assuming. So I mean, that's the best alternative, I guess.
If you're already gonna shoot me for asking you the question,
just
assume, right? Just assume.
No, I'm not shooting you, but I just want to know, like, yeah, like I feel like assumption is the best alternative, but I'm just like, why do y'all assume that? Like, why do you like what?
Every woman has had.
What is the purpose of assuming?
Yeah, like what makes y'all think that? Oh, okay, this girl has had one.
I don't know.
This girl has.
I was just talking.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I was just talking.
Well, I guess we just assume every man has a
has an STD. At this point, Tyler, you got an STD. Aziz, you got an STD. MCJB, you got an STD. Everybody got an STD at this point.
You know what?
I thought he was just saying if the information was withheld, that's why someone would assume. That was what I got out of it. But
sometimes too, you know what I mean? Like, you got to ask how many they've had, and then if it tell you like
how many
three,
they had.
if you had like 3,
so if they get defensive, you just assume that they had one.
if that it's not offensive. If you were told the information.
Subway, if you ask how many,
you know what's funny?
And they get defensive.
You know what's funny? A very beautiful woman cannot tell me that she's never had one.
Oh, so if you're not beautiful, then maybe you didn't.
Yeah. That's saying like the category.
That's a deep one. That is a deep question.
Y'all are really falling for this man's trolling antics right now at this point.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
When
we talk of abortion, there's what we call in philosophy euthanasia, and euthanasia is also known as bene mortasia in Latin, or mercy killing in English, right? So, say a woman has a child who actually is being formed in her fallopian tube, right? That right there, you need to have what they call mercy killing. It's either going to be you want to keep the mom and kill the baby, or you want to kill the baby and save the mom. That right there, we're going to have an abortion. Okay? So that is known as a euthanasia or bene mortasia or mercy killing. So in that light, philosophy will tell you that you take the greater, you go with the lesser harm, which is killing the baby, which might still be a fetus at the time, and save the mom. So if I meet a woman who actually was pregnant through maybe rape or through her boyfriend at the age of 18 or 17, and she had a euthanasia, I will still wife her without any question. That's an abortion, right? But if I meet a woman who actually got pregnant and because she couldn't take care of the child, or for some reason she just don't want to have a child at that age, and she's telling me I had an abortion prior to meeting you, and I think I can have kids. I've done my fertility test and they all come out. They came out positive, which means I can have kids. Definitely, I can still wife you. To me, that's not a problem. So there's always going to be the past and the present and the future. So we work around. There's this adage which we say, in the core of every woman is the center of prostitution. And in the core of any man is the center of stealing or cheat or whatever vice you want to label on the man. So I don't look at abortion as a bad thing. I look at abortion as a necessary evil or a means to an end. Okay? So I will not label women who commit abortion or criminals or sinners, because I know of girls in Cameroon who have taken whiskey after sex, and that is to go and burn that semen so it doesn't form to a baby. That is abortion, even though they will tell you the child wasn't formed dead. Or you go to the hospital, you're a week or 2 weeks pregnant, they give you a hard liquor to drink. That's still abortion. It doesn't necessarily mean a DNC. So I just feel like it's a good question, but some women will shy away from that because they just label the word abortion to be infidel, as the Catholic Church labels it. So there's nothing wrong with abortion.
So
there's nothing wrong with it. I propagate abortion.
So you just said that if the egg and the sperm do not meet, and whatever magic that happens then, it's just a sperm flying, coming, and something comes and blocks it. That's abortion.
No, that's not what I said. I said there's some man. You've been with girls now. Have you know? The girls will tell you
No,
for
you
plan.
said no. You said
been-
you said that she'll drink whiskey and you'll burn the sperm before you even go.
That's what I'm saying to you. And I rephrased and I added 3 weeks to it because once you get your pregnancy test and it shows that you're positive, right? What do? And they tell you, I know of ladies who have gone to the hospital and they tell them we can't do no DNC. It's just a week or 3 weeks old. All you're gonna do is take hard liquor.
What's DNC?
Yeah. DNC is the dissectomy now, dividing that stuff now, cutting it and making.
That's the medical term for abortion.
That's it now.
So you said they will opt out to just take hard liquor?
Yeah, it happens. Man, what have you guys been doing? I thought you guys went to college.
I mean, I heard of the one where they like probably give them like a pill or something, and then it's like, but liquor. I didn't know they were. I mean, I know that can work, but I mean,
I didn't
know that's what they were.
I had a friend who told us that you don't need to even wait for the woman to take any hard liquor. All you got to do as a woman is it's a little bit painful, but it's good.
Punch the belly.
No, all you got to do is take take a little just salt.
A little bit painful, right? How do you do
it? See, these are the type of things that you'll do when you won't be able to have a baby. This kind of stuff. Go and get a medical procedure. Like, go and get a medical procedure.
Right, all these other.
Your Starbucks is going to kill the baby still.
Not my Starbucks.
Shy.
We don't have Starbucks in Africa, man. In Cameroon, precisely. So that's why I say your Starbucks. Because she said us Africans. I heard when you said that African stuff. I was just like, let me just let it sink.
Yeah.
You said Africans do what? I heard what you said, Ashley.
No more Bernard Boy for you. No more Bernard Boy for
you.
No more Bernard Boy.
No more Bernard Boy.
My telling us that we are too judgmental. No more Bernard Boy for you.
I got a question though. If you're dating an intentional man and he's asking you intentional questions, what's wrong with the questions that he's asking you to make a decision about if you fit and align with him?
Good question.
Yeah, an intentional man. I also said it depends on where you are in the relationship. So it's nothing wrong if you're an intentional man and you're intentionally dating. But I'm not gonna sit down on my first date and disclose my personal information with you like that. So that's the difference.
Fair enough. So where do you have to be to start answering questions that he may have to make a determination on if you fit where he's going? How long is that?
I mean, I don't think it's a time frame. I think it's more so you'll see the type of person you're dating once you you can see that within a week, within 2 weeks, how consistent they are. What are you guys talking about when you, sit down and go on dates or you're on the phone? How, or is he planning dates for you? Because I feel those type of questions are, for some people, they want to know those type of things before they can move further along with you. And then some men, they feel like the past is the past. Okay, you've had those things, you've done those things, or you've had things happen to you. So we're like, okay, I'm okay with that. Where are we going? What are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? Because some women, women have abortions for a number of different reasons. I mean, even if it's not anything, to where, okay, I would lose my baby if I don't get an abortion. But you think about your future. You think about, okay, I know I want to be in this place by this time frame. The person that I decided to lay down with would not be, I probably shouldn't even lay down with him in the first place. Now I'm in this situation, so I mean, I'll always be pro-abortion. I'm not saying I've had abortions, but I'm not going to look down on a woman that has had an abortion because there's a lot of single mothers out here. There's a lot of women that's struggling. And even these women that are doing it without a man, that wouldn't be their preference. I don't care what any woman tell you. That would not be their preference. Like, even if they're going in there, getting a surrogate and all these things, they would prefer to have a man by their side to help them raise their child. So that's my standpoint.
I think the assumption is that when guys are asking specific questions, that there's already an outcome that is unfavorable to the woman, right? And sometimes a guy just wants to know, right? He just wants to know your truth, right? The same way you ask questions and you would want to know, right? So how long does it take you to start asking questions that are very important to you when you're dating a person? Since the first date is out of the question.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say a first date is out of the question. When I sit down with you and the type of energy that you're, do I feel safe when I'm sitting down and I'm talking to you? Or do I feel like you're just prying and you want to get information? You're just are you really trying to get to know me? Is this a question? Like, what is the context of you asking me this question? What are we talking about prior to you asking me this question? You know what I'm saying? Where have we been or what have we been talking about prior to us even having this conversation? Because it could be the first date. You know, sometimes you'll go out with somebody and you feel connected on that first date with them. You know what I'm saying? You feel comfortable enough to tell them those type of things. So I'm not going to say it can't be the first date, but it depends on your energy and how I feel when I'm with you. If I want to disclose that kind of stuff with you on the first date. So
Appreciate that.
I kind of switched up a little bit, but it depends on your energy more so. It depends on your energy more so. If I've connected with people that I would feel comfortable, you know, telling certain things with on my first time meeting them, because I'm a pretty open person and I don't know, energy is just big for me. So it just depends on your energy more so.
Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Ashley comes to her gets up talking about energy. Anyways, man, listen, word of the week. Tutu, please hit us with that word of the week. Whatever you came up with this week.
Okay, word of the week, y'all, is MCJB, you got your list?
Let me put it down, man. I had to update my computer to Windows 11, man. This thing sucks. I think I lost a couple of them. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Word of the week is Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
Is that German?
Yes, look at you.
I gotta say, it sounded like that. Schadenfreude.
Good job. Schadenfreude. An origin. Okay. SCHADENFREUDE.
Okay.
Schadenfreude, and the origin is German, but regularly used in the English language. Yeah, one E though. You put two, but you get the point.
Oh, okay.
The definition is it's an experience of pleasure, joy, or self-satisfaction that comes from learning of or when witnessing the troubles, failures, pain, suffering, or humiliation of another. So here's an example. I'm going to use myself, MCJB, okay? Every week, Tutu's co-host gets to experience pure Schadenfreude watching me struggle with these vocabulary words.
What is Schadenfreude again? What is it?
Yeah. It's an experience of pleasure, joy, or self-satisfaction that comes from learning of or witnessing the troubles, failures, pain, suffering, or humiliation of another.
So it's like you being a
so it's a sadist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
what's an example?
Every week, Tutu's co-host gets to experience pure Schadenfreude watching me struggle with these vocabulary words.
So is it like
that's so much on you, but I won't take that.
But yeah, so go ahead and I don't know if y'all gonna use it as a German word, but hey, it's something new.
Yeah, nobody's Schadenfreude nothing. I've already forgotten already.
Schadenfreude.
Yeah, you might just walk up with somebody Schadenfreude. They go look at you like. But anyway, appreciate you guys. This was a good conversation. MCJB, I see you guys. You guys held it up today.
Oh, come on, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Why are you trying to entice stuff?
Sorry.
Just let us be.
Okay.
That's the Schadenfreude they were talking about.
Yeah. You're a sadist, man. You're just watching so you can say these things.
Anyways, appreciate you guys, MCJB. You know what I'm saying? You guys had it out for us. Anyways, man, follow us on all streaming and social platforms, PWC Cast. On all social platforms and on all streaming platforms, Palm Wine Central Podcast. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom to get weekly notifications on all episodes. Anything PWC related, yeah, hit that subscribe button, man. And if you want to come on the show, let us know. You can reach out to any one of us on here and we'll make that happen. Appreciate you again. One more time. And like my good peoples, Baba Aziz, Chef T, MCJB, Tati, Tutu, Ashley, and I am Uncle AK. And we outie.